Hi there, I'm Michael with Etrailer.com. Today we're going to take a quick look at the Kwikee 39 series electric RV step. This is a powered RV entry step that's going to automatically open and close when you open your RV's door, and then when you close your RV's door, it's going to retract again, as you see in that video there. This does include a sensor. This sensor is what's going to cause that door to open and close, so you'll mount this portion onto your door frame, and then this portion will be mounted onto your door. So when the door is closed, it's going to make that connection. It's going to cause the steps to retract. When the connection is broken, you open up the door. It's going to cause the steps to extend out so that you'll have somewhere to step, get out of your RV or motorhome. This does feature an integrated 12-volt motor that automatically retracts the step if it strikes an obstacle during that extension process. So if you're parked too close to a post or something like that, if it were to come in contact with something, it's automatically going to pull it back in. This unit does also have the control unit that's going to connect the step to the opening and closing of the RV's door, as I showed you, but it also has the ignition override safety feature, so that if your steps are extended when your vehicle's engine starts, it will automatically retract them so that you're not driving down the road with your step hanging out where it could potentially cause damage. This step also has a 250-volt switch kit that allows it to override automatic extension and lock your step in the extended position. So for instance, if you don't want, once you get to your campsite, you don't want to have to worry about the steps extending and retracting every time you open and close the door, you can use this switch to turn that function on and off. So if you want the step to just be extended the whole time you're at your campsite, simply just turn that switch so that it will stay out the whole time. So that's a nice little feature that they've included there. They also have an amber incandescent light that's going to help illuminate the step to make it much easier to see in your low light conditions when you're coming in at night, so you can see where the step is, make sure that you're going to have sure footing. The step itself is right at about 2 feet wide and I'm going to call it about 10 1/4 of an inch deep, so plenty of room there for you to step in as you're coming out for the morning or as you're going in for the night. You'll have plenty of surface area there. And you can see this does have that non-slip tread there to give you even more grip as you're going in and out. And you can see it does also have this reflective strip as well, again, to make sure that you can tell where the edge of that step is so you don't accidentally miss it in the nighttime. So it's lots of different features there to make it very user friendly, very easy to live with. Now this drop here from our mounting plate down to the top of our step is right at about 7 inches. Now that's about an inch shy of what we're used to when we're climbing stairs in your home and out in public. It's typically about an 8-inch rise or drop there, but keep in mind this mounting plate is not going to be sitting flush with your door frame. This is going to be mounted underneath your RV, so you might have about an inch, maybe a little bit more depending on your setup, so that should feel very natural for you as you're climbing in and stepping out. So 7-inch drop there from our mounting platform down to the top of our step. Now this is a nice sturdy powder-coated steel construction, so it's going to be very durable, will withstand the weather, and you won't have to worry about rust and corrosion, that sort of thing, because of that powder coat finish. This does have a maximum weight capacity of 300 pounds, so it's going to be very sturdy and durable. It is made here in the USA, so you can trust it's made to the high quality standards that we've come to know and trust for products that are made here in the US, so I think you're going to be very happy with it for a nice long time. A few other measurements that I want to go over for you involves the installation. So getting this installed is going to be very easy. They've got some pre-drilled holes here for you to mount it up in place. The hardware is sold separately, so you will have to provide that on your own. But a few things that you want to make sure that the step is going to fit your setup. Our overall width here, if we're including these outside brackets, those will extend past our mounting plate. They're right at about 25 inches, so you'll want to make sure that you have at least 25 inches of clearance there. But the real important measurements is going to be this mounting plate. Make sure that that's going to fit up underneath your door frame where you're going to mount this in place. So this is right at, I'm going to call it about 24¼ of an inch wide by right about 12¼ of an inch deep. Then our mounting hole pattern here, you can see from center of the hole to the center of the other hole, we're right at about 20½ inches in width, and then about 7½ inches in depth. Another measurement to be mindful of is our extended height. When we have it extended out like this, from the bottommost part of the step up to the topmost part, that's about 10¾ of an inch. So make sure that you're going to have room, especially for this lower bracket here, and that it's not going to hit a tank or anything like that. And when you have it retracted, so it's compressed, the folded up height is going to be about 5⅛ of an inch, again, from that topmost point down to your most point. So it can retract and be pretty tight. Again, if we watch that video, you can see that is the retracted state, and then it'll go out to the extended state. So it gives you a lot of options there. Will be sitting right up against the bottom of your RV as you're going down the road, so it's not taking up much room, but then it is going to give you that step out when you're ready for it. So overall, I think this is a really nice option for those of you who are looking for a replacement for your RV or travel trailer. It is just the one step. We do have other options if you need multiple steps, but really the main thing to focus on is your mounting plate dimensions there. Make sure that that's going to match with your setup, and that's really the way to determine which one is going to work best for you. So that's going to complete our look for today. Again, I'm Michael with Etrailer.com. Thanks for watching.